Hello and welcome back to the channel. For a triple header today, we play Boston United, Tranmere and Wigan in the FA Cup first round. Boston United are in third. They were top before the last game. Tranmere are seventh. Wigan obviously are in Sky Bet League 2. They're fourth in Sky Bet League 2 as well. So it's going to be a real test. Since you have been away, we beat Havant and Waterlooville 2-0. We beat Grantham in the FA Cup fourth qualifying round 5-0. We then drew 2-2 with Aldershot in a game where we were 2-0 up. Absolutely cruising, comfortable. We dominated everything. McCann and Kavanagh getting the goals, and then we conceded 2 in 3 minutes. White and Clark scoring, and I think we hit the woodwork like 2 or 3 times. Our XG was fantastic, 3.05. It's a game we deserved to win, but we didn't. And then we followed that up with a 3-0 victory over Port Vale. Hasty getting the opener, and Charlie McCann getting 2. 25th and 55th minute. That leaves us with the game against Boston. There isn't a lot going on in terms of changes for this game. Barkley is injured though, so he comes out, and we're going to bring Richie Reid into the centre and bring Abbott out to right back and bring Weston in as the defensive midfielder. Although we've still ended up with, well, that was a mistake. There we go. Right. So after a little bit of messing around, finally got there. Wells Morrison can come on for him. So, yeah, I don't know what I did there. Right, move it around. Anyway, ignore what I just did. Webb in goal, Penrice, Reid, Akacha and Kerr. Abbott in the defensive midfield area. Cover and McCann. Is it Cover or is it Cover? Is he English? It's got to be Brandon Cover, isn't it? Cover. Kavanagh on the left, Hasty on the right, Bather up front. Let's get into it, and let's hopefully beat a team that are third in the league at the moment and really pushing. So opening 10 minutes been a bit even. Boston started slightly better. However, we've come back into it. Similar shots. We've had more on target. Although their chance did create more XG than our 3 chances. Penrice now with his corner kick. In swinger towards Reid. It's kept out. Tip back across. And Hasty puts into an empty net from about a yard out. Brilliant work from Reid. Richie Reid at the near post. He got the initial header in. As a corner comes in from Penrice here. Reid gets up, gets out of it, saved, but he just uses his brain there to realise he's at a tight angle, squares it across, Hasty touches in, and it's 1-0. As Kerr launches that through, it's over McCann, and Thompson can pick it up now. Thompson, great run, hits the shot over the bar. Kerr with the short free kick into McCann. There's 18 minutes left now. I do worry that if we concede a goal, it's going to be a really, really challenging last sort of 20 minutes or so if you include stoppage time. But the header is won there. McCann into Weston. He can drive forward into cover. Plays it for Bay. That's cleared away again. But there's no one up there. And Reid can bring it over halfway. He goes back to Akacha. Into Abbott. Kerr. Looks that ball towards Weston. Headed down by Ferguson. Cleary. Mangala. Stevenson's got in behind. Great chance. 1-on-1. Stevenson. What a save that is by the goalkeeper Webb. I forgot which goalkeeper was playing. That's why I could have just looked at the bottom of the screen. I didn't even need to click him. As Mangala puts the corner in, headed away. Bather can bring it forward now. He is got a man ahead of him. Beats his man. Can he get a chance here? Bather all the way to the ball and squares it across out for a corner kick here on the far side. Great counter attack there. Great running from Bather. Really well done there to run at the defence. Penrice whips it in and it's headed away. Penrice with the corner kick. Akachi gets up, hits the woodwork, and Thompson's airplay. Devontae Cole gets his 6th goal. Devontae Cole gets his 6th goal of the game. Lovely little volley, cushioned in from inside the 6-yard box. It's 2-0, game sealed with a couple of minutes to play, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered here in a game against a promotion challenging Boston United. It's a 2-0 victory. It's a dominant 2-0 victory as well. Only really Weston that had a poor game, and even that was a 6.8. It wasn't necessarily a poor game. Very, very well done today. And let's have a quick look at the league table, because I think this should move us back up towards first or second. Surely moves us back top. 6 games, 16 points. We have a game in hand over pretty much everyone barring Torquay. Absolutely fantastic. Hasty and Cole on the score sheet. 2-0 victory, and we get into the next game straight away. Before we continue, Manager of the month for the month of October. Brilliant start to the season from us. 83% win ratio, 266 manager points. That gets us the manager of the month over Matt Gray and Lewis Chitty. And we'll get into the game against Tranmere right now. I hit continue really quickly by accident as I was racing through. And it's the same team that won against Boston. Slightly concerning considering the fact that we have got the FA Cup game coming up. But we're going to grin and bear it. Same team. And let's get into a home game against Tranmere. Webb now looks short for Reed, as he always does. Reed goes long there. Bather takes it down. He's in between the midfield and defence there. Had a little bit of time and space. Cover now into Abbott. Hasty. Is he going to go wide of his man? He tries to drive towards the far touchline. Ball in towards Bather. Headed away. Penrice. Cover. Back to Penrice. Into Kavanagh now. Back to Penrice. Can he square it across? He does for Hasty. And Jake Hasty makes it 1-0. 70 seconds on the clock. A very, very early goal. And Edgeley Park is absolutely buzzing. The numbers seem to look, well, they look like they're getting higher and higher. Lovely little interchange of play. Kavanagh into Penrice. Squares it across. Hasty coming in from that right hand side and just sweeps home 1-0. Reed fires it forward towards Bather. Casey heads it down. Coleman now looks forward to Tuppen. First real chance Tranmere have had to get behind us. Owen gets behind us and Webb tips it over the bar. Webb has been fantastic this season. He's only had really the one poor game, and that was the game he let 2 in. Apart from that, I think that's the only game he's let a goal in, as Wilson fires it from distance and Webb tips it over again. Fantastic. Averaging a 7.4 now. It's just gone up. Another corner coming from the near side. Tuppen outswinger. Reed can head this one away. And Bell into Casey. Can we win the ball back? And that will be the end of the highlight. And hopefully we can now get in to half time at 1-0. But there is another chance here as Hasty gives it to Kerr. Flicks it over top for cover. Into Bather from distance. What a strike from Dwayne Bather. 2-0. Absolutely phenomenal effort from the striker. It's in off the underside of the bar. You will not see a better goal than that this season, I don't think. Kerr has just clipped it over the top. Cover with a little flick down. Bather one touch. And let's go. What a finish that is. Underside of the bar. 2-0. And it's a lot more comfortable to go in at half time. There's a tight offside against, I'm guessing, Bather. Clearly onside. Even from this angle you can see that. And what a finish once again. 2-0 as we go into half time. And it should be, and it is, 2-0 at half time. Brilliant performance thus far from the boys. Into stoppage time, and there's a late highlight. Hopefully we don't concede a silly goal here as Camwell looks at ball in. Hector Ingram I thought was offside. He wasn't. Webb with a comfortable, I say comfortable, it's from point blank. He's hung on to it well as that ball is fired up. Gordon now, I thought Gordon was going to be able to get to it. He can't. There's less than a minute. Not sure anything is going to come of this now as there's less than 40 seconds. Gibson now on the right touchline. Backfield to Tuppen. Ball over the top. Kerr heads back to Webb. And as the seconds will now ebb away in this game, Webb will just hang on to it for as long as he possibly can. He's hung on to it for about 15, 16 seconds now. Ball over top of Bather. He heads it down. Casey picks it back up though. Camwa into Wilson. Referee should blow up any second now as Casey goes back to Baker. This is a weird little highlight. It wasn't even a highlight. 2-0 victory. Dominant performance again. 2.46 XG. One clear chance. 2 goals. Brilliant performances all over the pitch. Only Utu and Cole had really the poor performances and they both came off the bench. Brilliant performance. Look at that XG. Absolutely dominated it. And we go into the Wigan game now on a run of good form. And there's no reason why, for the first time in this save with either club, we can't make it into the second round of the FA Cup because we are a very, very good footballing side. And just before we put league football on the back burner, we are still top, plus 16 goal difference. Us, Doncaster and Stevenage all have 19 points. Torquay have 18. They have played the same amount of games as us. Doncaster, Stevenage, Boston, Maidstone and Tranmere have all played 8. So we're in a great position here. I mean, even if us and Torquay win our game in hand, I'm not sure if our game in hand is actually against Torquay, but even so we can pull a couple of points clear and hopefully can start to gain a little bit of a lead in our push to get league football back at Edgeley Park next season. So look at those lines appearing now. It's the FA Cup. It's away against Wigan. It's Penrice it's Webb in goal. Sorry, it's Penrice at left back. Barclay and Okacha as the centre backs. Reed at right back. Abbott sitting in front of them. Hottie and McCann as the midfield duo. Kavanagh on the left. James is in on the right hand side for the injured Hasty, and Bather is up front. We're going to have a quick look. Finances of £466,000 in debt. Hopefully a win and a big crowd can earn us some money. So let's get into it. It is Wigan versus Stockport in the FA Cup first round. We have never been past the first round of the FA Cup. Akashi now in Tabra in this lovely looking pink kit here. James into Bather. Goes back to Reed. Into James again. Can he do anything there on this near side? Getting towards the ball and unchallenged. Gets the crossing. Bather gets up. And Dwayne Bather has scored his 5th goal of the season. We go ahead. Just calm. I'm talking to myself more than the screen. because we did this, I think it was against Crewe, where we scored early and then we just capitulated at the end of the first half with Hinckley Leicester Road. But Bather with a cracking header there at the near post. It's 1-0. And I've said we are a good footballing side. We have got no one to fear, I don't think. It's only ourselves that can really trip us up. And we have started like an absolute house on fire in the first 15 minutes. I would like a second. Don't want to be too greedy, but I would like a second. Dwayne Bather is struggling. He's probably not going to play the full game. So Devontae Cole is probably going to make an appearance after half time. Already down at Orange. We have played a lot of games in this early part of the season. One thing that I hate about non-league is you play a lot of games early on, and then when the end of the season comes, you don't play as regularly. They don't space the games out at all. I know FA Cup does play a big part in that, as Davis now looks that ball over. Breeze is in behind, and what a great save by Webb once again. I don't know why I saw the name Reece there as Breeze ran in behind, but it remains 1-0, and that's a great save. And Webb has been probably signing of the season so far. He has been absolutely fantastic. We might have to make 3 changes very, very quickly here. I'm not entirely sure, but we go in at half time 1-0 up, and we'll bring them back out for the second half. We're going to pump the fist. The fans believe in us. We've demotivated Richie Reid, which is slightly worrying here as we move into second half. Wigan have come back into this a lot, and there's a highlight going to happen. Dwayne Bather, though, is going to come off. Devontae Cole is going to come on at the next stoppage in play as Webb takes a short goal kick into a Kocher. He runs it out of the box and gives it to Abbott. McCann now out to James. Plenty of time and space for him on the right hand side. Into Bather now. Tackled by Cottrell, but he wins it back. Even struggling, he still holds onto the ball nicely, but that cross for ball was cut out, and then Kambangu into Otta. Goes back to Cousin Dawson. Into Davis. Cousin Dawson again. Finnegan. They're showing why they are the Football League side. Premier League side, probably, under 10 years ago, from maybe 15 years from where we are currently. Otta now on the right hand side. Gets that crossing towards Stewart. It's over the bar, and I think this is going to be a game where we need to ride our luck, because I don't expect us to dominate against Wigan, but if we can create a second chance. Oh, James has gone down. There's going to be a penalty kick. There is a penalty kick. It's the VAR here. There isn't. It's a penalty kick, and I think it'll be McCann to take it. It generally is. McCann does. He steps up, scores. We're 2-0 up. There's 35 minutes to play, and we could be making the second round of the FA Cup for the first time in this save with either Hinckley or Stockport, and this is brilliant. What a performance. We have been clinical. 2 good chances, 2 goals. Wigan have really took over after our good start, but it's 2-0. There's less than half an hour to play. We're going to make another change. I think Charlie McCann, after scoring that goal, is going to come off. He is struggling. But to be fair, look, all the back 4 are struggling, but we're going to bring a fresh defender on, and I'm going to take Richie Reid off for Cammy Kerr, because Richie Reid is on a yellow card as well. And hopefully, with 24 minutes to play, we can just hang on here. I mean, in all fairness, I take it back, Wigan haven't been dominant as such. As Cottrell goes to White now. Back to Davis. Finnegan again. Back to Sutton. If we can see now with 20 minutes to play, there is that chance that Wigan could just turn on the style and beat us. Finnegan. White. Back to Sutton. Out to Kambangu. Kambangu. Towards the byline. Can we hold him up? Pulls it back to the edge of the box, and Davis. Don't mind him shooting from there. Sutton. Holds him up again. Kambangu. On the right hand side. Gets the cross in. Headed away from White. Cottrell holds onto the ball. Back to Davis. Breeze now. Into Cottrell again. Davis and Cottrell playing amongst themselves. Davis looks in field for White. Into Masahanis. Pulls it back to Kambangu. Crossing. White with the header. 2-1. Charlie White gets the goal. There's 19 minutes plus stoppage time. It's flagged off. What for? Ball into Kambangu. Oh, I don't know about that. That was tight. All that for an offside goal as well. Still, that's the time. 10 minutes is left on the clock. Do we have, I think we have one more. No, we've used all 3 subs. So, we now just need to hang on. I think this is going to be a highlight because I clicked to make a change. Hottie into Kavanagh now. Into Penrose. Hottie, I think he's offside there. Weston with the shot. He was offside. Flag went up really late though. 6.5 minutes left to play. And we haven't been dominated. I mean, they've only got a 0.9 XG. As we go into stoppage time, there's 5 minutes of it. 4 minutes. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. I think even if Stockport score now, I don't see them being able to score 2 goals in this short amount of time. I mean, I know it's possible. I've seen it done before, but I mean, Wigan to score 2 goals, sorry. Hottie now. Ball into Kavanagh. Looks for Devante Cole. Back to Kavanagh now. Just hang on to possession of the ball. We don't need to find that killer pass. Switch ball out to James. Headed away. Kerr can pick it up though. Looks to go past his man. Gives it into James again. Go towards the corner flag, mate. Weston. Kerr now. Kerr through for Devante Cole. Devante Cole is onside. I thought for a second he was going to be off. And Devante Cole scores. And it's 3-0. And this result looks on paper absolutely immaculate. We've gone away to a Football League side. We have beaten them 3-0. We have kept a clean sheet. And we haven't done it luckily either. We haven't been outclassed. The stats are pretty even. There was a time when I thought Wigan was starting to get the upper hand and starting to dominate. There was a tight offside. I thought there was a... Oh, it's a left fullback there. Cottrell playing him on. And that's a lovely finish. Keeper doesn't even dive. And we are through to the FA Cup second round. The first time that I've achieved it in this save. Brilliant performances all round. There's a lot of guys that need a rest going into the next league game. But we're going to check the finances. And then we're going to see when we're going to come back for the next episode. It'll probably be the FA Cup second round if I'm completely honest. Finances are back to 382,000. So we've earned a little bit of money off that. When is the draw? Do we know when the draw is? If we look up here. Oh, we're going to see the draw as well before we end today's episode. So we're going to go through these. Send the assistant to do that. Webb on form. 8 saves. He has been a tremendous signing. FA Cup second round draw. It's not a big draw because this is the round before the Championship and Premier League teams come in. We're going to hit automatic draw for this one. And we're going to watch it come through. Carlisle, League 2 side. Wouldn't mind another League 2 side. We have proven that we are a good enough side. Crawley, who we've already beaten this season. They play Salford. Chelmsford or Halifax. Wouldn't mind playing them away. Southend get them. Chesterfield or Eastleigh. Play Sunderland or Bradford. That's 2 big sides there. Fylde play Port Vale or Stevenage. Macclesfield will play Cambridge or Gillingham. Sutton or Wickham will play MK Dons. That's another League 1 side gone. FC United or Doncaster will play Colchester. Fleetwood of League 2 will play Accrington. Burton of League 1 will play Stockport. So we've got League 1, Burton. We can draw the rest of the teams. Burton, who are 8th in Sky Bet League 1. 7,000 capacity stadium as well. So not an opportunity to make big money. Good look at their training facilities and youth facilities. Those are brilliant for a team like that. That is fantastic. But we are going to come back for the game against Burton. I'm not sure if we'll put in the Hartlepool game or the Maidstone game. It depends where those sides are. Hartlepool are down in 21st at the moment. Maidstone are in 6th. So we may come back for the Burton and Maidstone game. But if you've enjoyed today's episode, if you enjoyed us making the second round of the FA Cup for the first time in this save, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time where hopefully we can keep this unbeaten run going and make our way closer and closer to the Football League.